All right, shut the fuck up, everybody. We're live.
Background costume.
This is the worst interview of my career.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 172 of the STS Guys. I'm Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And I'm Scott.
And we are the STS Guys, a weekly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. What is going on this week, guys?
Well, Nate's out. And
has it been a week, Larry?
Oh yeah, Nate's out, and it's been a week.
It's been a week.
I thought you were going to say something, so I stopped.
I wasn't.
What the heck?
Are you okay?
Huh.
What's going on?
We've done this 172 times, folks. Welcome to the show.
Jeremy, because everything sounds fine to me and Scott.
Oh, well, I was checking to see if our Twitch was live, and our Twitch isn't live for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
So I got distracted.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah, it was weird.
We're live.
Oh, no.
Crazy boy.
Yay.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. It resolved itself. Moving
Oh.
on.
Yes, it has been a week. I have nothing interesting.
No. Here's going to be the problem, guys. I don't have anything. I didn't buy anything this week. I will tell you this. Okay, so it's, obviously tomorrow is Easter, right? So went and did Easter dyeing, but we did it.
Oh, the eggs?
You do the eggs, but the person, I went to some people like down the street, right? Like my daughter's friends. We went to go because they were doing Easter eggs, but they wanted to do like a different way that they thought like maybe, apparently this is like a Pinterest thing, right? So God love like people when they get in that Pinterest hole and they see something, they're like, oh my God, it looks so easy. Let's try that, and it never works out easier than just dyeing eggs. So what it was is it's basically you take Cool Whip, right? Cool Whip, and you put drops of food coloring in it, and then kind of take like a toothpick or whatever, and like just kind of not mix it, but you put the lines through it. Like, have you ever seen where you dip like something that's in like the paint on top of water?
Yeah, it's a hydro dip.
Oh yeah,
Hydro dip. It's basically the same thing with food coloring on eggs, but you use, instead of water, you use Cool Whip to be like the thing, so you can put it in there and like roll it, and then after like 20 minutes you wipe the Cool Whip off and the egg is dyed, right? But it looks like tie-dye.
So sounds like way too much effort.
To my point, exactly. About halfway through, as me and my friend's wife, right, we're like sitting there like wiping all these eggs off, going like, Jesus Christ, why did we put this much Cool Whip in here? Like, it's just globs of it coming off, and it took like took 2 rolls of paper towels to do it. I was like, this is no better than the fucking dippy stuff. Like, you should have just done the dippy stuff.
That's awesome.
Dippy stuff is a classic, man.
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid, all we had was the dippy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got the vinegar, you had little fizzy tabs you put inside the vinegar with a little metal spoon.
Then you had the clear, not the clear, like the white crayon that you could write on it.
The wax. Yeah.
So you could dip it, and then you could put like your initial on it, because it wouldn't.
Or draw a dick.
But I mean, I was too young to draw dicks at some of those points.
Really?
As I got older, I drew dicks. But yeah.
I actually take it back. I actually did do something this week. Get something cool this week. Besides these awesome, like, exciting PC fans, right? That's for a project coming up. I got to give a shout out to both Ed and Jessica, because they hooked me up with some stickers. So
Nice.
So starting back I said once I get the proper sticker board, I said these are going to go on there. And then I said inside the package, I said there was one very, very special sticker. I said, got my very own official Bitcoin sticker.
Oh,
Whoa.
So
awesome.
thank you, Ed. Thank you, Jessica. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, they will have a home soon here, also on the sticker wall once I get a permanent board.
Awesome.
Still looking for the right home.
Bigger is better.
All right. So
Yes.
I also had my mind blown today, actually. You guys might enjoy this. So, I love going on a kick of watching old movies. Larry and I have a podcast where we talk about old movies.
Yeah.
And there's one of them that I saw that was on Netflix right now. And I think it's there until the end of the month. But I never, it's a bad movie. But I always end up watching it whenever I can. It's the good old Kevin Costner flick, Waterworld. Did you know Jack Black is in that movie?
No way. Really?
Yeah, I had to stop and look it up because, obviously the many times I've seen it before, I never recognized him. He's the pilot in the plane. So he's the smoker pilot that drives around. I was mind blown today. I was like, is it fucking Jack Black? Went and looked up. Holy shit, it is.
That's crazy. Because I just looked. It was 95. So yeah, that was quite a bit before Jack Black got popular.
Yeah. So yeah, wouldn't have been popular. And he's not in much of the movie. But yeah, he is definitely in it. Out of everybody I could recognize, I was like, wait a second.
All right, so I'm going to say something a little controversial right here, right? Like I said, Waterworld, I like it better than Avatar. To me, Waterworld is better than Avatar. You know why? Because I said Waterworld is a more original story.
Yeah, and covers pretty much. So Waterworld is great. We'll talk about this because I think it's fun. Waterworld is great because it has the classic adventure trope, but it's in such a unique setting, right? It's you have your rogue good guy who's kind of an asshole bad guy, the non-likable hero. You have he has to take this girl and this kid to find the treasure, right? It's like a treasure seeking adventure story where there's a map and they have to be the first to find the treasure, but instead of treasure it's just land, and it's in the sea of water. It is not a good quality film, but it is good. It's fun to watch, and that's why I watch it every time I can. It's fun to watch.
It is, and honestly, I said this totally needs to be an episode of Totally Rad. Just because I want a commentary on this.
Yeah.
So, secondly, though, right? Like I said, this was supposed to be. Like I said, the big. Like I said, this was the big movie. This was supposed to start a franchise, right? Remember back in the day, right, when this movie first came out. So the Universal Studios, like I said, rebuilt a whole part of their theme park around Waterworld.
Right, they had the stunt show. Their stunt show went from Cowboys to Waterworld stunt show. Yeah, and it just it's just horribly flopped. Because this was supposed to be hey, this is going to set up a Planet of the Apes type franchise, right? Where hey, it's they're going to Waterworld and they're going to have a bunch of adventures. And Ed brings up my favorite guy, the paper. Just smell it, it's paper. I love the guy.
Surprise! I haven't seen Waterworld, so
yeah.
What?
Yeah. No. All right. So yeah,
no,
Larry,
never seen Waterworld.
I'm gonna make you watch.
Yeah, if it's on Netflix, we might as well. Watch it.
Okay. So next up for Totally Rad is Mom and Dad Save the Universe. Yeah. After that is Waterworld.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
And I want to be on that one.
Okay. Cool. We'll let you know.
We'll let you go on. And to Jeremy, to your point, you can stick with Kevin Costner and go watch Dances with Wolves, and you will get the entire story of Avatar told better.
Yeah.
Really? So I have seen Dances with Wolves. It's been a very, very, very long time, but I remember we saw Dances with Wolves. That was a big deal at the time, though, too. People loved that movie.
Look, people loved it, and it was long. It was close to 3 hours, right, for the movie, and people were like, it's this epic movie, and now 3 hours is nothing.
Yeah, it was a dual cassette when it came out.
Ooh,
yeah. Yeah, it was big.
The double VHS.
The double VHS.
I remember those. Titanic was too, but that was super long too. Yeah.
Titanic was the only movie I've ever been to in a movie theater where they shut it off and were like, 5-minute intermission, go bathroom and go get snacks. Like they actually did the, let's go out to the movies, like intermission.
Yeah.
So Ed brings up another Kevin Costner movie that's actually really, that I actually really like, The Postman.
Postman was good.
Yeah, Postman was good. I really enjoyed The Postman.
Well, Larry, what will make you do? Since
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, exactly, because you haven't.
I don't even remember that one.
With what his Lincoln Ford, right? Or Ford Lincoln. What does he call himself in that one? Because it's Nate. Yeah, it's like Lincoln Ford or Ford Lincoln, whatever it is. Because it's the car dealership.
Yeah,
is where he names himself after the car dealership. Yeah, like it was. Honestly, though, when we get to those 3-hour movies. I'm going to segue here because I want to think. I'm actually all for theaters with the 3-hour movies bringing back the intermission. I don't know if you guys are, but like when I was watching Endgame and had to like time out and like look online for people that have already seen it to tell me when the best place to go to the bathroom was, I started to think like, why don't we just give a 5-minute thing in between? Like everyone run to the bathroom, like go now. We'll stop the movie for 10 minutes so you can go do your business, come back and enjoy the film.
Yeah, they do live shows, why not?
If you're going to go to the length that these movies are going to for the big one, like the big films or whatever, it's well worth it. I think they need to bring it back.
Yeah, so imagine watching the Snyder Cut in the theater. Like, so what, 4.5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But you could have went to the bathroom during that one and you wouldn't have missed a thing.
You really wouldn't have.
It would have been one slow motion scene. It would still be going on when you got back.
Hey, that's beside the point. The fact is 4.5 hours.
You would have still seen the establishing shot of Lois. Like you could have left,
still there.
Dropped deuce, washed your hands the appropriate amount of time, and come back to the theater, and she would still been doe-eyeing up at the Superman statue.
That is true. That is true. So you can actually time your bathroom breaks at each basically statue. Like so, look up in awe.
Yeah. Oh, bridge. 5 minutes right there. Yeah. So. Nate's not here to defend the movie.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
really bad, so
that's okay. It's bad. But you know what's not bad? A Geek Together raid on Twitch.
Hello.
Take that back. Anyway, shout out to Geek Together for sending people our way on Twitch. If you didn't know, Geek Together records their podcast live on Twitch an hour before us at 7 p.m. Pacific, and they're pretty awesome. So you should definitely go check them out. We should do a quick shout out to the chat.
We should.
So quick shout out all the way back to the beginning. Shout out to Ed and Jessica. Sean's been here the whole time too. Hockey Coop, what's up, Hockey? More Ed, more Jessica. Middle Newland, shout out to John. Thank you for the sub on Twitch too, much appreciated. And shout out to Geek Together, who also subbed on Twitch. Very much appreciated. Again, guys, you're awesome. Where were we? Well, Middle Newland, can never say that too much, from the Toy Rewind podcast. It's been a minute. Hold on. Scrolling. Shout out to Streamlabs. Oh, there we go. Gary. Gary. Steph's here. Nerdy Curious. Night Bodega Manny. Clint. More Sean, and another. What's up, Clint? So thank you guys for hanging out. We're doing a whole lot of randomness today. Probably. Maybe a little bit of Godzilla, but a whole lot of randomness.
Okay, so I was struggling because I was like, let's throw a damn title in there. So I thought of something stupid and put the title there. But to be fair,
we had said we would talk about it, but
we did say, but I've only seen the first 10 minutes of it.
No. I made it a little bit further than that, but I didn't finish it. Jeremy, did you finish it?
I did.
Yeah. We'll figure something out to talk about. I know Nate saw it, and Nate posted something on his Instagram story that he really liked it. So,
I know I'm gonna like it. Whether it's good or not is the question, right? Because I love dumb shit, and Godzilla vs Kong is dumb. So I know I'm gonna like it. Whether or not it's a good movie is another question.
Yeah. So if you like dumb, I got something. I haven't done my It's Been a Week yet, and I got something dumb in the mail. I got this signed photo of the Tiger King, Joe Exotic.
Hey, that's straight up from prison.
Straight from prison in Fort Worth, I believe. Yeah, he's in Fort Worth, Texas.
So, Larry,
Yeah.
I know that you got a letter.
I did get a handwritten letter on half of a piece of paper
from Joe. So can you please read?
Oh, I am not prepared for that.
The letter.
Yeah, I can wing it. So as I'm bringing up the letter, I think I still have it on my phone. I do not. Oh, it's on my Instagram. So anyway, remember a couple weeks ago, you guys told me that Half Geek, our friend Half Geek, had a Facebook group.
Yeah.
So I joined Half Geek's Facebook group, and man, that thing is like just a trap for spending money. Like people post stuff all the time. So far, it's mostly like autographs and that kind of related mystery boxes and that kind of stuff. So far, I've avoided buying everything up until I guess it was almost 2 weeks ago now. Somebody posted that if you go to like joeexotic.com and buy a DVD, you got a free autographed picture. So I'm like, that sounds interesting. So I bought the $20 DVD, and I indeed got my free personalized to Larry, love you, Joe Exotic photo, which is amazing. But like Scott said, I also got this awesome handwritten letter on a half a sheet of pink paper, hand torn, that way you could use the other half for some other fan. But basically my letter says, two-sided, right? First side is, Larry, hey man, how you doing? How's life out there? It sucks here. So you all do what you can to get Biden to get me home so we can throw a party from hell. Thank you so much for the support and for liking my music. Sure. No, I said my love. Until then, be safe. Love you, Joe Exotic. Pretty epic, right? Biden, like the Biden reference is awesome.
So
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm like, but one thing.
No. So you didn't read the other half.
I know. Jeremy looked like we wanted to say something.
No.
Go for it.
This just gets me an idea. It has me an idea running, right?
Uh-oh.
Joe Exotic's place is, like I said, the actual like Tiger King Zoo is 4 hours away from us.
Right. It's Oklahoma, right?
Yeah,
so it's actually pretty
so
close,
right by that casino that I go to all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Where we can stay for free, basically.
Yeah.
We should plan a trip up to Joe Exotic Zoo.
Is it still around though? Like,
it's still,
I was gonna say, because I thought all that shit got shut down.
No, they're expanding it
because it's so popular.
Yep.
It's making money. Yeah, totally makes sense. But okay, to Scott's point, the best part is on the back side of the letter. It says Don Lewis was fed to Carol's Tigers. Take a polygraph and prove me wrong. Love all, Joe Exotic. Right. Not only do we get,
he had to throw in the Carol Baskin dig. I love it.
Yeah. It's perfect.
It was absolutely amazing.
Right. I just like for basically free. I'm like I can't say no to a Joe Exotic signed photo. I mean, he was like he's what everybody kicked off their quarantine with a year ago, watching Tiger King on Netflix. So.
I remember discussing Tiger King and telling people to watch it. Like,
yeah, he's very polarizing. He's that American icon.
Sure.
So I gotta pull up because that's kind of like the same way like how my wife got the Freddie Muniz.
Yeah,
signature is because she bought the olive oil. I'm trying to find it because it was back at the beginning. We didn't bring it up, but Jessica brought up that he apparently sold that olive oil company. So I'm glad that we got our random signed photo when we did because he's not gonna have it anymore.
Nope, it's pretty awesome. So so shout out to Half Geek for somebody in his Facebook group posted that link and I couldn't say no. Matt Pop Paragon from MJ Pop World saw it, and so did JT Customs actually when I posted it, and they asked me about it. So I sent them the link, and at least as of like Wednesday or Thursday, the new deal of the week, right? Because they sold out of DVDs. For real, they sold out of DVDs. The new deal was buy a T-shirt and get a signed photo.
Oh.
Real quick, I gotta share my screen real quick because I have to check out this website.
Okay.
So if you order now, you can get your exotic erotic Joe Exotic condo,
limited time only.
Bumper sticker.
The bumper sticker is pretty cool. Pardon Joe Exotic. # help free Joe.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I mean, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
Hashtag help free Joe.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down.
I think he's got a lawyer or somebody on the outside helping him with this, clearly, right? Because the DVD came separate from the letter. Right. The letter was pretty epic because it's handwritten from like I said, Joseph Maldonado Passage from the Federal Medical Center in Fort Worth. First, I'm like, what the hell is this crap? This is like, what is this, junk mail? And then I'm like, oh no, that's the Tiger King.
Who's sending me thing?
Yeah, from prison. Like,
from jail.
You got a love letter.
You got a love letter from fucking Joe Exotic.
It's amazing. I couldn't be happier. I took it down for the podcast, but I threw it up on my Simpsons shelf in the background. Like, it's proudly displayed.
Yeah, it would be for me too. Like, that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So that was my big buy. No pops, no random Marvel Legends. I don't even think we went to the store.
So, but here's the thing, though. I got another idea. You now have the address of where to send correspondence to. I think as a podcast, we need to write Joe and say, "Hey, we'll carry on your message on the STS Guys podcast." The hashtag free Joe.
Hashtag
right.
free Joe. Free Joe Exotic. I mean, the man was just trying to live his life, and
he did get a raw deal. Like, he's no angel, but they did kind of screw him over.
Fucking Carol Baskins. You know?
Yeah, Carol Baskin.
Fucking Carol Baskin. Trying to be the only lady with tigers.
No, that's... but Jeremy, to your point, that's not a bad idea. Because then when he gets out, if he gets out, we'd be like, hey, Mr. Exotic.
I'm looking at some of the show. So there's... Joe had his, but there's an actual official Tiger King website too that has some pretty good. They have a Quarantine and Tiger King instead of Netflix and Chill.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, so in the letter though, like, we just got to send a picture of Nate with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He'll get.
Here you go. Hang this up in your cell.
Yeah.
He probably would too.
Enjoy.
He probably would, but that would be pretty amazing. Like, as long as he remembered the STS guys when he gets out, and then like he slides into our DMs on Instagram, and the next thing you know, we're having maybe the most epic STS Guys podcast ever. It's possible. Stranger things have happened.
I'm just saying, yeah, we
need to do that. We got to do something.
Oh, it looks like El Loco Gadget 68. Someone sold a letter asset and signed photo from prison for $100 on eBay. Time to strike while the iron is hot, Larry. I don't think Larry is going to sell that.
No, I kind of like. I'll be real. It's tempting, but I think I like my letter.
You got a prison letter. You got not just a picture. You got a personalized form letter, whatever, from a man in prison with his photo. You got yourself a prison love letter. You need to cherish that forever. Like, I wouldn't let you sell that, dude. I don't think I would.
No, you got a letter from an alleged murder for hire. Alleged murder for hire.
Right, and Ed says, "Is it wise to catfish Tiger King?"
I think it'd make for a good podcast episode.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna share you guys something. I have some very big questions about.
While you're sharing, Odin Pops jumped in. Shout out to Odin Pops because they just subbed on Twitch too. So thank you guys thank you Odin Pops for subbing on Twitch. Much appreciated.
So I was looking through. I'm just going through some of his stuff here, and I got some concerns about the quality of their products here because I'm going to share. They have a hoodie that says Joe Exotic, right? It's all well and good. Does anybody notice the thing that I notice about this picture that makes me worry about what it's going to look like?
Maybe I can't see it, but no.
I'll just put it right there. Notice this.
So the logo is over the hoodie strings?
Yeah, like they didn't.
Well, I mean, their Photoshop guy isn't good, but you know.
I was just saw it. I was like, that.
Come on.
That clearly stuck out to me.
They can't afford somebody to actually Photoshop their stuff.
Yeah.
And Ed's busting out another good comment, right? He stole the Dorksman logo because it's the Supreme logo, which the Dorksman stole from Supreme, that Joe stole from the Dorksman and is now on a sweatshirt.
Exotic. Yeah.
All right. So Larry, I think you have a new collection that you need to start having now, though.
Prison
people.
Not just prison letters, but like I said, letters or autographs from like the most random, weirdest people in the world. I think you need a Tommy Wiseau letter.
I was gonna say you need a Tommy Wiseau and a Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah,
that's fairly random. Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau will write you. Like I said, if you buy something from his site, I said he will write you.
Right. I will.
And maybe it's not signed photos. We need letters.
Yeah, the letters what's pretty cool, man. Especially the handwritten letter.
Like that he just went through, and however many DVDs were sold, he wrote that same handwritten letter.
So like if you like, I did look him up on Instagram, right? Like, and other people in Half Greek's group got him back. They're not it's not the exact same wording, but it's the same message.
Right. So he's going through.
Thank you, Odin Pops.
Let's hope
it doesn't come to that.
You from prison, Larry.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I'm not writing Larry from prison, but he is going to get some great prison photos. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get the letter back at a certain point. Larry says, "Please stop writing." Manny says, "Are you going to write him back?" I think that we will.
Why not? I'll write him back and be like, I got a podcast.
Yeah. We've been talking about we supported Tiger King when it first came out, and we've been talking all this time. Free Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
Hey, want to make us a bumper to tell us to free? Like Joe Exotic did nothing wrong.
I think we should. I think I could do that.
Well, I think we can get someone on Fiverr to basically make a bumper announcements.
Absolutely. Should we? Well, real quick. Shout out to Cade's Arcade. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. We've long teased this Fiverr episode.
Yes, we're
getting close.
We're almost ready.
Getting close. Should we tease the one that I just threw in the thing today as just a quick preview, or do we save it?
A quick tease. I think a quick tease, just like
intro.
I'm going to do the intro, and when it says "Are you ready?" or whatever, I won't play the song, but we're going to play the intro of the person.
Real quick. To set it up, right? Remember we talked a while ago when we got the STS Guys rap, we were going to do a Fiverr episode where each of us were going to go around and get a song made by a person on Fiverr for $10 or less. And then we were all just going to play it on an episode, plus the other random songs we've acquired over time. So this is not one of our individual songs. This was just a bonus group song. And the girl did an awesome video and a nice little preview. Or a nice little intro. So here is the preview.
All right. Got it. Ready?
Yes, go for it.
Nate, Larry, Scott, Jeremy, I have a song for you. So get ready, motherfuckers.
I think that's a perfect tease.
That was very teasing.
That's a teaser trailer, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm excited.
I am definitely excited.
So yeah, it's going to be epic. It's coming hopefully in a week or two. I don't know, soonish still. Just Scott's waiting to get the final version back. I've got mine. Jeremy's got his. We've got that one.
So maybe if all plays out well, next week or the week after.
Well, next week I won't be on the podcast, so it has to be the week after.
Okay, so week after, yeah.
At least 2 weeks, yeah.
Coming up soon, there will be an episode for Fiverr. And then what I say after we get a taste of what we paid for, what I say is we probably do for the rest of the episode is start to go through some of the things that you have to wade through to get to the fun stuff that we found. So,
it's just going to be musical fun. Like it's going to be awesome.
If you haven't been on Fiverr to look for people who will write songs or do like commercial voiceovers,
do anything for you.
And we'll do anything, but it's the commercial voiceover people, and the people that write songs, like personalized songs. You find the gems. They're right there. I also want to start looking for. I think if the music one goes over well, we do an art one.
Yeah, well, yes. Also, like I said, just because I said, there's also another video that we're trying to work out with a Fiverr person that will drop that should hopefully be the most epic STS Guys video ever.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time.
So I'm excited. We didn't talk about this, but I think I teased it last week too, because everybody was talking about NFTs last week. Well, guess what? We got approved to make NFTs, so I got to give Jeremy the rundown, and then we're gonna figure out how to make NFTs. They will probably drop this week. It's gonna be awesome.
So Manny says, "Do you provide Fiverr with lyrics, or do they come up with it?" So you can tell them what you want, or like we just kind of basically rolled the dice. I took Ed probably, I don't even know if he remembers it, but he gave a suggestion for the song I should use. I used the one that Ed asked for the song that they'll be using for mine.
Yeah.
So,
and for mine, I literally said, I'm like, here are 10 things I like.
Yeah.
Like, said, use them however you want. Pick any song you want. And it came out fantastic.
Yeah, same. It's just loose, like super loose. Here's a few things about me, and that's what I did for the rap one. I'm like, well, Ninja Turtles, it's a podcast. Like just super, just a couple words about us, and right. Surprisingly, like for $5, like there's some really talented people out there who are desperate for money. Most of them are in other countries, so $5 American.
Even that, like, it's people that probably need to get some exposure and get some proof, like, here's I've done things, right? Get some samples or whatever, and you get them to come in and do it. Like, I love the idea of Fiverr, and I want to continue to go. I love the idea that we're having songs all done.
Pretty amazing.
But next, I think we should go to art, because I mean, we have we have the fan art, right?
Okay.
So we got the fan art.
We could do that again too.
I think we need to do
fan
that.
Art of us,
we each find them, show them our pictures, and say, "Can you make?" Everybody picks a random artist that does different styles or whatever, and says, "Make pictures of these."
Wait,
cool.
That'll be next.
Those become the NFTs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Right. Yep.
Those become the NFTs.
That's what I was thinking too. Like the first, like we didn't talk about this, but when I was first signing up for the site to make NFTs, I wanted to do like the Lamborghini shield that I used on the sticker. I'm like, this would make a perfect NFT. So like all the stickers, all that stuff, like we've already got designs for these things. Like we just have to throw it up on there and just let people go grab them. So like some will be free, some you might have to pay like $1 for. Like who knows? We'll figure it out.
Cade's Arcade says he'd argue that it's exposure based. I would say so. It's true. Yeah. Like I'll give you that one. Ed says he'll draw something.
Ooh,
and
all right.
You don't
that would be awesome.
To be honest, you didn't have to have like a reason for a drawing. You send us a drawing, I will put it up on here.
Absolutely. But if you
it doesn't even have to be good. The worse, the better. You know me. I'm gonna like it if it's crap.
But if you do, we'll save it for the upcoming Fiverr art episode, because apparently that's going to be a thing now.
Episode. Yeah.
I think maybe we do that. We do an art episode, and then maybe I don't know. Maybe we can like do a new logo or something too.
Yeah.
That seems like it would be an appropriate idea. But not a Fiverr logo.
Yeah, I was just saying, if we're gonna do logo though, I'm gonna say we get some real artists to do it and not go on Fiverr.
I mean, we could try to get really bad logos made on Fiverr too. That would be fun.
I would say, yeah.
Cade's Arcade, we like our logo too.
We do like our logo. But here's the thing: is we've had this for now almost 4 years.
4 years,
yeah.
4 years almost. I think it's time that we try to see if we can get updated.
Sun's getting real low, logo. Sun's getting real low.
Come on, big guy. So I think it's time. And here's to be fair, like clip art or whatever that's like on the things is fine and good, but nothing beats like a legit thing.
Yeah, so we got something pretty cool in the works for that too, which seems like the appropriate time to announce it on the art episode.
Yeah,
coming soon.
Coming soon.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
So we killed 35 minutes.
Yeah, we did.
I can't wait for that episode. I'm literally, like I said, it's like 2 weeks away, right? I'm so excited for
we can do that.
Viper episode.
That gives Nate 2 weeks to come up with something, and
if he doesn't
come up with
if Nate doesn't, I'm getting a Nate song made.
Yeah, we'll figure something out for him on his behalf. That way we can do it, because we got that song from MJ Pop World too, right?
Yeah.
He had the same Get Unplugged guy make a rap song about him, so we got that one. It's going to be a really good episode. We have like pushing like 10 songs, man.
Yeah.
Like if we do everything, like right, like
we have a soundtrack. We have a legit soundtrack.
We have enough for an EP. Yeah.
Yeah, we can play the whole original STS Guys.
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify.
A Spotify playlist of STS Guys songs. I don't know if that would work though, because a couple of those are like copyright.
Yeah.
There are a few that are.
And we didn't actually do right. We're not the actual artist. We can do a YouTube playlist.
Yeah, we can do a YouTube playlist. Well, technically, the guy that I chose and the guy that Scott chose does allow for commercial use.
It does allow for commercial use for the things, and since he uses like legit songs, right? Like doesn't make up a song. He like reworks older songs and like songs. His, even if it gets flagged, we can contest and should be able to win because it falls under parody, so it's not actually a breach of copyright law.
Yeah. I mean, right? Like we got flagged on YouTube for the rap song.
Because.
But I couldn't even find the source. Like it's stupid. So, but I mean, like, how are we going to contest it? Some guy in Romania made it for us. Yeah, I mean, like, YouTube's going to be like, nah, get out of here, kids.
Romania doesn't have copyright laws. It's good. So, Jeremy, since you're the only one that's seen it,
yes.
No.
Thoughts on? I mean, we could do Godzilla versus King Kong. Was it so I'm like halfway through. Is it worth finishing?
Well, here's the thing. I think it's worth finishing. It's just as long as you just like completely like lower your expectations for anything, right? Like it's the typical like oh, listen, we can't have this person win or this person win, and it has to. It's the total temperament of battles, like that like you literally know how things are going to turn out. I said literally from like the first battle forward, like I said, you literally know how things how things are going to turn out. Like I said, it's good for what it is. Except it's one of those movies. Like I said, I wouldn't go see it in the theater, but I'm glad I was I'm glad I was on HBO Max and I watched it.
Yeah, cool.
See, and here's the thing: this is one that I probably would have gone to the theater to go watch.
I think you would have, and I think a lot of people would have.
Yeah, like I would have gone to see this in the theater, even if it turned out not good. The other ones didn't get great reviews either, but I highly enjoyed them. So this is one of the first movies I was kind of sad. Like I'm happy that I just get to watch it from my house, but I'm kind of sad, and I think that's the reason why I haven't brought myself to watch it. Is this is a movie I really feel like this is supposed to be in the theaters, and it feels bad. I don't know why I didn't feel like that with Wonder Woman, probably because that movie wasn't good. But like this one, for some reason, I'm like, I need this.
Godzilla King of the Monsters was way better. Like I liked it a ton. I like Godzilla King of the Monsters a ton better than Godzilla.
You can't beat Ghidorah, right? And like the aspect of them actually having a legit kaiju fight in this one with Mothra and everything.
Yeah, I think it's I think what drove me nuts about this one, honestly, like it wasn't even the fights or anything. The fights were actually pretty good. I think it was the Millie Bobby Brown backstory, like said that's kind of like said weaving through this. That like I said was I'm like, You
didn't care about Millie Bobby Brown? I enjoyed Millie Bobby Brown. So. Hold on, I'm gonna find it real quick. So Millie Bobby Brown at the beginning, right? Like quick plot synopsis. She's listened to this podcast from the guy from the TV show Atlanta on FX.
Yeah.
And her dad, Kyle Chandler, drops this gem.
That podcast is filling your head with garbage. You should be in school.
I felt that podcast is filling your head with garbage. It's very relatable to us.
It's very relatable to us.
It is now a drop. So Cade's Arcade did a spoiler-free review, right? He said, so the movie was exactly what it was supposed to be, a monster movie. But...
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's why I generally like them. Like,
yeah.
I enjoy a good big monster movie and a big fight, like epic things like that. Like, you guys should know for now, I have the two qualities. There's the quality metric of a movie and the entertainment metric of the movie.
Sure.
And Godzilla's movies are always in like, are they good? No. Are they highly entertaining? Yes. Like they fall in that perfect like realm or that perfect like line of those intersection of those two things.
Yeah, so the thing that I thought was funny is I think I totally missed one of the Godzilla movies. Like I thought this was like a continuation of that Bryan Cranston one from like
it is.
It is 2014.
Yeah, but
2014.
But you're missing one in between. You're missing Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
Of course you didn't.
Yeah. Hey, but I did see the Bryan Cranston one in the theater.
Yeah. So,
okay, that makes sort of sense. I don't know. Like, I guess it doesn't matter, right? It's a Godzilla movie.
It's now Chunky Boy Godzilla.
Okay.
He's got a little tiny head, big old chunky neck.
It's very confusing.
So literally go finish this one, but then go watch Godzilla King of the Monsters, and you're like, okay,
is it better?
King of the Monsters
is, I'm pretty sure,
actually pretty damn good. I will admit.
It's, like I said, it's an entire movie just monster fights. Like that's if I want to. That's how I like my Godzilla movies, right? Like it's just a whole movie full of monster fights. That's literally what King of the Monsters is. It's just a whole movie full of monster fights.
You don't need a 16-year-old girl being the one to try to save the universe and stuff.
That kind of happens in the other one too, but to a lesser degree. At least there's comeuppance to it. So
yeah, like there's more weaving. There's more fighting. I said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's more fighting.
It's on HBO Max, right?
It is on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Watch everything.
I never finished Kong Skull Island either. Like I know I started it, right? That was the Tom Hiddleston one. Yeah, I know I started it, but like I was kind of confused to who those characters were too. Maybe that's why I didn't finish it.
Yeah, well, the problem is that one take place during the Vietnam War, so none of those people in that movie can be in the new ones.
Oh, so that one girl who was in like Iron Man 3 wasn't in it too? I thought she was in it. Maybe I just recognized her from the Iron Man movie. No.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, Skull Island was actually a really badass film. Like that was one of the first times I was like, no, this is a fucking Godzilla or King Kong movie, right? Like armies trying to go at him from the beginning. He's beating the shit out of the helicopters. Then you have all the monsters. Like it was great. Mwah, chef's kiss.
I gotta figure out. So what I listened to a podcast like the other day, right? And they were having this argument. I gotta remember what podcast it was. So it's like I listen to podcasts all day, like when I'm working, right? And they were having this entire argument between like who would win, like Godzilla or King Kong, and like they made a really good argument why like said like the battle between Kong and Godzilla like said should be like a no-brainer, and Godzilla should win no matter what.
You mean the one that can shoot a basic beam of radiation out its mouth?
Well, that, and then like I said, if you look back at the actual like history of like King Kong, I said he got taken out by some old ass airplanes and gravity.
No.
Yeah, well, that barely beats a T-Rex, which I would admit is less dangerous than Godzilla.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah, like everyone who thinks, oh, Kong because he's smart and he can move or whatever thing is like, you got to think like. Godzilla went thermonuclear in the last one, right? And can shoot a beam of like it's his radiation blast, right? Yeah. Like it's so
big monkey can't really compete with that.
Yeah,
Amy, bad gorilla.
Yeah, no,
that's a good movie.
Ugly gorillas, go away,
go away.
Another great movie that we'll eventually have to watch.
Yeah,
Larry.
That one I have seen multiple times, but yes, we should totally watch Congo.
Yeah,
Congo's great.
It's a great movie. Yeah,
great Tim Curry movie.
Yeah. Ernie Hudson.
It's
a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kong.
All right. So here's what we should do. The chat is actually really good for this right now.
All right. What do you got?
So because we're winging it right now, throw some questions.
Okay.
Like anything. Throw a topic or whatever we can get if you want to hear us talk about it.
Cade's Arcade says the second best Tim Curry movie of all time is Clue. I know
Clue?
you guys.
Okay.
I know you guys
all
really
right.
like that.
All right. Fuck, Cade's Arcade. He gave us one. Clue. One of the best movies ever for its of its time, specifically for the mindfuck they did to people across the country.
How they had the different endings for each theater.
Yeah. So when you watched it on TV, and most people probably watch it on reruns on TV or the VHS or whatever, there's multiple endings, and it just kind of plays them in order. When it first came out in theaters, different theaters got different endings. So like, it's a mindfuck that someone could be like, "Oh my god, yeah, this person turned out to be the killer," or whatever, and someone's like, "No, like, Professor Plum was the killer." Like, Miss Scarlet. No, Miss Scarlet was. Like the whole thing is great. And yeah, I would almost say that that's Tim Curry's probably best film. Because everyone is going to go back and go, no, it was good. But when you rewatch it now, you realize like, it was just different from what people are used to. Yeah. It's not that great now.
What about Rocky Horror?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Rocky Horror is probably one of my favorite.
Rocky Horror is, I don't know.
It's like, so Ed said he judges people by, which movie they think of Tim Curry in first. Like, I would relate him to Rocky Horror first, and then Congo second, because, right.
There's another second that
I love Congo.
There's another second that you would put in there.
What?
Home Alone 2. That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair. But I like, I think I like Congo more than Home Alone 2. I don't think you guys. I had a Congo poster in my room.
You did.
Like, I don't think you guys realize how much I love Congo.
Congo is a great.
Yeah.
Congo is a great book. Good movie.
Yeah. I read the book. I like the movie so much. I read the book too, as like a 12-year-old or whatever. Yeah.
No. So here's. I would love to see a modernized Clue. Right. So, cool. Because here's the thing, right?
It would be great.
No, this is Netflix. Hear me now. So, what you did with Black Mirror Bandersnatch, where you can basically have the audience basically choose the direction of the thing,
a Clue movie.
You could do that with Clue, and that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, he says it's a modern Clue is Knives Out, Cade's Arcade. Yeah, I mean, I know they were going for that vibe, but like, it was. I want a legit Clue,
like Colonel Mustard, like Miss Peacock, like
right, legit Clue. To Jeremy's point, make it the bigger. I just want a remake of Clue, just as it was, but like obviously you can go different people, different killers, or whatever.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, choose your own adventure. Like a Clue movie would be amazing. Like, well, and so we kind of got flavors. Like I said, like Cade's Arcade said, like Knives Out. Murder on the Orient Express, that was kind of like some Clue-ish as well. I said that then the new one that was supposed to come out, but it's not going to come out because Armie Hammer's rapey now. But it's like I said, they had like I said these different like flavors. I said of like Clue movies, but yeah, a Clue movie that's a choose your own adventure in the style of how Bandersnatch was. I said on Netflix, that would be hands down amazing.
There's a Kimmy Schmidt one now too. That's like a choose your own.
Oh yeah.
Like that's like a little choose your own movie thing. So it's not unheard of outside of like the one off. Like they're doing it more. So I think that would be
put something more in the same like theme as Clue, right? Or at least like same tone. Because Kimmy Schmidt is like a different world.
Yeah,
right. Kimmy Schmidt's fun. They did a Captain Underpants cartoon for it too. That's the only one I've done.
Yeah,
Netflix, because Ian watched it, and I'm like, ooh, choose your own adventure. So you get to pick where the Captain Underpants kids go. It's a good time. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
A 10.
10.
No, I think, like I said, what other movie would work as a choose your own adventure? Like Clue would work, right? Like what other type of movie would work? Like like existing title that you could convert to a choose your own adventure?
I actually have one.
What do you got?
They could do something all of the style of like I don't know if it exactly works, but like all the Die Hard, but you have like the action movie where you choose what the action hero does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be cool.
Like, do you go in the front or do I sneak around the back?
Yeah.
And like you choose which way he goes, and you do get
he read other people. Like that would be cool.
Specifically, Die Hard 3 with all of Simon's puzzles.
Yeah.
So basically,
like, you have to answer right or correct.
You as the audience member have to figure it out. Basically, like like all the riddles and all the things, like do all the digits on the phone, do all the weights in the jugs and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, I had to know 5 gallons from here, 2 gallons from here.
But think of like all the stuff that you could be like, oh, you didn't do that, so the terrorists win or whatever, and it like ends. Like you didn't alert the police in time, so they didn't, like.
Then Jeremy Irons comes out and just murders you and standing with your dead body.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the Tim Curry thing though for just a quick second because I'm gonna drop a little thing because people are still bringing that up in the chat. None of y'all said Sir Nigel Thornberry, and I am extremely disappointed in all of you because if you're gonna say the best Tim Curry role, it is that.
Who is Sir Nigel?
Don't you guys remember from back when we were kids? Came on like right after Rugrats was the Wild Thornberries.
Oh,
smashing! That was Tim Curry.
Was it? That's cool. I didn't know that. That was not my favorite cartoon.
Yeah. Kate says it's not. Kate says it's not a movie. The Wild Thornberries had a movie, so it does count. I remember my childhood cartoons.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there was that one, and then there was the movie where they met the Rugrats because it was by the same
cool
people.
I'm looking up Tim Curry movies. Somebody said Criminal Minds. When you start typing in Tim Curry,
he was
he
was one of the a serial killer.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was like a kind of a Night Stalker kind of guy. He was like a big bad for one of the seasons.
Tim Curry is he just has a bad character written all over him, bro. Right?
He's kind of creepy.
I can be a villain.
Yeah.
Larry, what about you?
For Red October?
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he was a voice in Clone Wars. He's Darth Sidious in Clone Wars. It's not a movie. Wonder Pets.
He's got a great bad guy voice.
He was in an episode of SpongeBob.
He was in the remake of McHale's Navy.
Oh, okay. Oh, he was in Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties. He's a voice.
If you could have that on your acting credits, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
that is very.
Well, isn't that how? There's an old story about. Oh my God! Why can't I? Bill Murray about why he was the voice of Garfield was because it was made. The person who was doing it was a last name was Cohen, and he thought it was the Cohen brothers. So he's like, I'd always want to do like a movie with them. And so he signed on to this movie and came under contract, then found out they're not related. It's not the same like anybody. So he was like contractually obligated to be Garfield.
That's amazing.
Pretty good. He was in Gargoyles.
Speaking of gargoyles, I said I don't want to go down the NECA toy route. Because I've already stepped my foot, stepped into the Hot Toys world. But NECA released, I'm surprised Nate's not here talking about action figures, right? NECA released a Goliath Gargoyles figure. It looks freaking awesome. Cool. It's a highly articulated gargoyle, a Goliath gargoyle figure.
Yeah,
man.
I didn't see that, but that sounds awesome.
They need to remake that show. They need to bring that back.
That would be cool.
I like gargoyles a lot.
Yeah, it's totally possible. Yeah. Have you guys, anybody watch the Mighty Ducks reboot? I did not. Did anybody watch any of the Mighty Ducks reboot on Disney Plus?
I almost turned it on the other day. But I'm like, no.
It looks pretty bad.
Well, because I'm like, okay, so because what made that Mighty Ducks wasn't Emilio Estevez. It was the characters in Mighty Ducks. But then you're automatically missing, the one because like I said he's going off of crack benders, and then you don't have what's his face anymore? Dawson from Dawson's Creek. What's his face?
Pacey?
No, Dawson.
Pacey. Dawson wasn't in it, was it? It was Pacey.
No, it's Pacey. Yeah.
Yeah. The best friend. I don't know his real name, but it's Pacey.
Like,
what the hell? Why am I drawing a blank on his name? He's like some like because he was in the movie The Skulls.
I forgot about that one.
Tim Curry.
Joshua Jackson. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Joshua Jackson.
I'm like, somebody knows.
The kid from the dimension hopping TV show.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, and it looked like the kids in this one, they're trying to like kind of recreate it.
Dude, first off, is there a knuckle puck? Because if there's not anybody doing the knuckle puck, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really want to watch it. Another random last minute 5-minute topic. Did anybody watch the Space Jam trailer that dropped this morning?
I talk about things that shouldn't have been rebooted. You didn't need another Space Jam.
I mean,
Space Jam
could have been cool, but it doesn't look good.
But LeBron James needs more money.
Yeah. I mean, LeBron James wants to be Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
So, here's the thing. The idea in Space Jam was that like the Looney Tunes or whatever lived like in like they were real in like their own like dimension or whatever, right? Because they pulled Michael Jordan in through the golf hole, like they existed as this other thing. I don't like how they're like, yeah, it's 2021. We're gonna drop this movie. It needs to be all digital, and he gets sucked into a video game, and like,
that whole digital universe with King Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle, and like the premise, like he has to get his son back. Like, why did the guy steal his kid? Like, I guess is he a pedo? Is Don Cheadle a pedo? Like, what's going on?
They're playing a game, and the kid's just sitting there. Just grab him.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're still stuck in video game world, but dude, the kid's right there. Just grab him. It didn't look good. LeBron James doesn't seem like he's a very good actor. Yeah. I don't know.
I know Cade's Arcade says it looks good. I know why people are excited for it. Just for myself, you leave it alone. I understand that was also taken. Space Jam came out around the time that he was still playing baseball, because I think he was the baseball, even in the Space Jam movie. So it was a dark period in Michael Jordan's life. But
I'm sure they paid him and LeBron James a ton of money to make it. Yeah. So, but the Michael Jordan one was better.
And it seems like it's really like they have all those licenses for all these things that they got okay to use.
Yeah.
For Ready Player
Giant.
One. So they had all the Ready Player One things that they still were like, all the okay for us to use these are going to be gone. Hey, let's drop this.
Yeah, like we get the Iron Giant in here because they let us put it in Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Same. It had Ready Player One not been out like recently, like maybe that would be cool, but I don't know. Like I'm sure there's gonna be something in the background on like that basketball scene, like in the the fans in the seats and stuff. But
the only one I thought was really funny is they was talking about getting rid of Pepe Le Pew, right?
Because I saw that. Yeah, that created the whole thing.
Hey, they had the guys. Some of the people that were in the crowd were the guys from A Clockwork Orange, and people are like, "Really? You're mad about the awesome. Rape? A guy that's a little rapey, and you have the literally rapey guys right there."
Yeah, a cartoon, like a cartoon versus human characters.
Human characters that are a little rapey and murdery.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't be in there either. But
good old ultra violence, right?
Yeah. But they had They had the approval. Like, let's put. I don't even know the name. Alex, right? Let's put that guy in the movie.
Yeah, it was like the whole gang.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't catch it.
Yeah, the whole gang that I don't know that brutally beats I say that those old people like said when they were like walking to the milk bar.
Yeah.
But there's no Monstars. Remember the bad guy took like Charles Barkley and Muggsy Bogues and Sean Bradley and turned them into the Monstars.
Now there's no
Monstars.
And now it's cliched elemental beings.
Yeah, lame. I hope I watched our friend Tyler Calvert's reaction video this morning, and I commented on it that something about boo, no Monstars. He's like, well, I hope they at least show up like in the background, or I hope there's some type of reference, and I would be okay with that. But I feel like they're just like, nope, that was like 290s.
Or at least bring Danny DeVito's character back, the guy who makes the main guy in charge, to be like maybe he's helping Don Cheadle or something.
That would tie it all together. Otherwise, it's just ridiculous. It makes no sense. Yeah, but I would have liked it, right? You could have brought other that's how Space Jam brought in other NBA players, right? You could bring in like Steph Curry or Kevin Durant or I don't know, other basketball people who I don't know their names.
Yeah, you went through my list.
Yeah, so. It's kind of like for current players, that Luka guy on the Mavericks.
Zion Williamson.
That guy.
Yeah. Yao Ming, right? To get the tall one.
I think he's done. Yeah. Right. You could bring in a few other like current players, and that would be fun for them too.
But that would be too close to being the same thing, right? Like guess, that is literally we're making the same movie. I get why they did a sequel, but you could have brought back.
You get what? Like, so what?
I get why they changed themes a little bit.
It's true. Otherwise, it would
be the same movie.
You're right. And then I'd be sitting here complaining about how it's the exact same movie. Yeah. Fair.
We're just going to complain about that anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Again, it's going to be free on HBO Max in a couple weeks. I'm going to totally watch it. I'm not overly excited, but I'll at least give it a shot.
No, you know what I am excited about HBO Max though is Mortal Kombat. It's getting some really, really positive reviews, and they're saying how the hell this movie is rated R, not NC-17, gives me extreme hope. Extreme hope for this movie. I'm like,
yeah,
all right.
So that and watching the Suicide Squad, like I'm actually excited for Suicide Squad this time around.
I hope so. Like I really hope so.
Both things dropping on HBO Max. So shout out to HBO Max for actually making it worth it for me to spend money on you.
Well, hold on. Shout out to AT&T for giving it to us for free.
That's true. But still, even if I didn't get it for free through my other stuff,
I would have bought it.
I would have, yeah.
Yeah, especially because just like if we were on the fence and then they dropped all these 2021 movies, I know we all would have signed up for it.
I would have been like, wait, I can pay 4 movies at the theater cost for a year and get all of those movies I can watch at my house. Yeah, done.
Well, I mean, right? We're all hold on, Scott, get the Texas thing ready. We're all in Texas.
Sorry. Yeah. I had to scroll.
I know. I didn't give you enough time.
We have a lot of these.
But we hadn't done it yet. So yeah, we're all in Texas. Nate isn't, right? And Nate paid for it, and I feel like Nate's pretty conscientious about his money, and I guarantee you Nate would think it was worthwhile. A good spend.
Yeah.
Some quality movie, especially how much he loved Justice League, and I saw in his Instagram story he really liked Godzilla Vs Kong too. So it's not bad. There's not a whole lot else going on, so you throw in HBO Max on a Saturday and you're all set.
Yeah. I've been rewatching a bunch of the old Saturday morning cartoons on it because they have like Static Shock and a couple other ones on there. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna rewatch these.
Yeah, well, and it's got other good old movies too, right? That's where we watch Gremlins 2 for the Totally Rad Movie Podcast. And that other one that we're watching next that I don't remember the name of is on there too.
Mom and Dad Save the Universe.
Mom and Dad Save the Universe. Yeah, right. So there's a lot of good old movies too.
And like I said, there's coming soon, New Mutants. In case you haven't seen that yet.
Oh, cool! I haven't. I haven't. I might check it out.
Yeah, it'll be the last Fox movie that will debut on HBO.
That's cool.
You know what I found actually was really interesting? I didn't realize, right? So the Blade movies are all on HBO Max because the movie was one of the sub studios of Warner Brothers that actually produced those movies. I didn't realize that Warner Brothers had a stake in the Marvel game.
Well, back in the day, right? That's pre universe.
Oh yeah, no, that
And
Like-
you talk about good movies, though. Like I said, Blade movies were like I said, they were good movies. Like I said, they got progressively
they're pretty good.
worse as they went along.
Yeah,
But like I
and
said, like for the time, for what they were at the time, like they were pretty good movies.
oh, Kate asked us about Invincible. Our last episode we talked about. I will say, loving Invincible, man.
The Amazon Prime cartoon, not the Mark Wahlberg football movie.
Yeah.
Because I have seen that.
Here's the difference between Larry and I, Kate. I immediately went to the TV show and comic. Larry went to the football movie because of course he did.
We were talking sports movies. It totally
He's not
made
seen.
sense.
He'd never seen Gremlins 2, but he knows the Mark Wahlberg Invincible movie.
Yeah, it was a good one, right? Mark Wahlberg. My wife likes Mark Wahlberg. I've probably seen every Mark Wahlberg movie. Perfect Storm, saw that.
You see
What
that
about
That's another one I know.
what's
the
the
what?
the oil rig one?
Oh, yeah, I saw that one too.
Deepwater Horizon.
Deepwater Horizon.
I think we saw the oil rig one.
Which I was pissed because I said for some reason, like I said, I voice commanded my like the remote saying like, hey, Deepwater Horizon, Deep Horizon, right? I thought I was saying Event Horizon, but it then started playing that movie instead. I'm like, what is this shit?
They're in space. Like,
I'm like,
first off, speaking of good old movies, Event Horizon though,
Event Horizon is
a good movie.
a great movie.
Great space horror movie film. All right, we're going off the rails here. Rein us in.
Speaking of going off the rails, bad segue. So that was fun. Thank you everybody for hanging out, especially people live in chat. Thank you to all audio listeners too. Special shout out to you guys. You're awesome. And if you like our podcast, you should probably follow us on Instagram. We're at STS Guys. We're also on Twitter, which is okay, at STS Guys. And we're on my favorite Facebook at the STS Guys. And I am Larry from the STS Guys.
Chilling like a villain.
Show him like a villain.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
And if you like saving money, you should save money at shumistore.com. That's right. You can get some Funko Pops with mint box guarantee, that flat rate shipping. It's still a thing. Shumistore.com. Enter code STS Guys and you're going to save 10%. And I almost wore my Animated Apparel Company shirt today, but then I realized I'd wear my STS Guys. I almost did. It was sitting there. My Nightmare Before Christmas one. I'm like, I haven't worn this in a while. So if you want to get yourself some awesome Disney licensed t-shirts, plus other things, go to animatedapparelcompany.com, enter code STS Guys. You're going to save 10%, and you're going to get free shipping. Animated Apparel Company. It's the best.
It's the best.
Speaking of the best, if you like our podcast, we've got a lot of friends who have podcasts.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you should totally check out our podcast family, Talking Pops, Pop Collectors Alliance, The Four Dorksmen Geek Together, Secondary Heroes, The Average Nerd Podcast, Nerdy Curious, Movie Retakes, The Toy Rewind Podcast, who had an awesome episode this week all about bootleg toys that you definitely should check out. Three Beers and a Mic, the Totally Rad Movie Podcast. It's officially not dead. Scott and I watched Gremlins 2 earlier this week. Nate joined us. It was a really good time. The audio version's up on Spotify and wherever you listen to podcasts. Please check it out.
And now we've established our next two films.
Yeah, we gotta had to get the little rhythm, right? Little momentum going. So Totally Rad Movie Podcast. It's not dead yet.
It's back.
Yeah, it's back. Speaking of back, so Nate was on Totally Rad with us. Nate was on episode 171 of the STS Guys last week. Well, he was also on the Figure Booth, his new podcast with his friend Josh. Episode 4 drops tomorrow, so please go check out the Figure Booth. Episode 4, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. You're gonna like it. That's all I got.
Boom.
Oh, so no,
What a burger!
I did. Yeah, that's. Thank you. Sure, that's what I was going. I did go to Whataburger this week.
No,
You're
I should have done this one. I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong button.
about how everybody's on Twitch, but we'll save that for another day. I got a mini get up on this that we're gonna save for another day.
Okay.
So for episode 172 of the STS Guys, I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
I'm Scott.
And we're the STS Guys. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, bye.
See you tonight.